On the flight back from London to Singapore, I met this lady on board in the first class. We were serving her, and I gave out some magazines after the meal service, and she asked me, "Do you know who I am?" I said, "Not really. I only know you as my first class passenger by the name of so and so." He said, "Have you heard of a gentleman called Sutopo, Indonesian guy?" I said, "Oh yeah, he's very well known amongst the cabin crew." She said, "Yes, he was very generous to you all, isn't it?" I said, "So I heard, but I've never been a beneficiary of his hospitality. I heard he was very generous. He would bring the crew out during the night stop, buy them meals, give them money, and even send them on, give them free tickets while the night stop to go to another place, charter aircraft for the crew." I said, "Yeah, I've heard of that." So he said, "Well, my father was very generous. We are from a very rich family from Indonesia, and he was a very humble man. And let me tell you a story. You know, the my father held a party uh, for the crew at an overseas station in his hotel suite. Invited the whole set of crew, and they were drinking. And my father loved to drink cognac, brandy, and they were having party. They drank, and they were all mostly drunk. Next morning, when my father got up, his special watch, given specially carved and designed by my mother for him during their wedding anniversary. That watch not only cost a lot of money, but the sentiment is of sentimental value disappeared. So I said, "Do you mean to tell me that one of our crew stole?" So she said, "Of course. Who else could it be? There were no other outsiders, my father and the crew." I said my father in fact offered the crew any amount of money they want, and no question asked. They just return the watch through a third party or whatever. And of course, he never got that watch back. And despite of that, he was still very kind to the crew. On his deathbed, he was in the hospital dying of cancer. And there was a queue of your crew. Some, of course, to bid him farewell. Some come with best wishes. But there are others who came to ask for money when he was dying. And he said, "Pa," they call him Pa. Pa means like uncle or father in Indonesian, said, I need $5,000, Pa. I hope you recover soon, but I need the money urgently." And this was within the earshot of her mother, Mrs. Sutopo, who was in the room. And Sutopo told the wife, "Write him a check." So, well, the wife didn't like it, but what to do? It was his dying wish. So she wrote the check and gave it to the crew. And not only one, there were a couple of them. This was what the daughter told me on board the flight. They said, "Your crew are terrible." Of course, not everybody, but I said, "I'm so sorry to hear that. I wish I knew who they are, but I'm very, very sad to hear this story because I've never heard this from anybody else and only from you since you are his daughter." Yeah. Said, "Never mind. My father already passed away. Everything is forgotten, but I still remember." See, so I'm glad that I met you. You are a senior member cabin crew. Then I can tell you this story. Thank you very much for listening to my story.